Mustangs, this is Mr. Wormuth, and this is the rundown for week of Monday, April 20th. The first thing is that there are only 4 weeks of school remaining, so please make sure that you get everything turned in. I'm going to start with the narrative from a couple of weeks ago. Space Ocean narrative writing, 44 out of 44 submissions were graded. That's a good thing, but I'm missing 21 of them. So if you're having trouble with any of the assignments, you got to ask. Some of you have been really great about asking questions and emailing, but I've not heard from a handful of you that obviously either need help, can't get connected, something. So we need to figure out something there. The narrative is just a story. You're writing about a space or ocean explorer. Lots of ideas here, at least 1 page long, and include dialogue. It says that too. Most of you are doing a good job of turning this in. If you have comments that say you should redo, revise, resubmit, please do. The 0 is not a permanent thing, and a 30 out of 40 is not a permanent thing, or a 25 out of 40 is not a permanent thing. You can make revisions, you can resubmit, and you can get a better grade than what you have. So if you have questions, ask. Shouldn't be a big deal. All right, let's talk about what you're doing this week. My internet's been really slow, so I have everything kind of tabbed and ready to go here. I should probably back this up because some people are still saying that they don't exactly know what week it is, where to find things. So I'll just go over that again. So we're in collection 6, week 15. We started with week 12. At the beginning of every week, there is an RL assignment page. And if you click on that, it gives you the rundown, which is what we're going to go over. So again, this is week 15. Click on that, and it takes us to what you're doing this week. Excuse me. So week 15, Monday, April 20th. If you're ever concerned about what week it is, you're not sure, if you click on week 15 or 14 or 13, the dates will be at the top of each gray or blue box. So that should help you. So on Friday, or I should say Wednesday last week, you started reading from these Uprising stories. Uprising is a book that's available for 8th grade, I think. I don't know if Ms. Grenage teaches that or not, but it is a book that we have. And there are 3 stories that they've given us, really short stories from this book that concerns the fire, the Triangle Factory fire. So on Wednesday, you read about Yetta. Yetta's an immigrant girl. She works in the factory, and you get to see the beginnings of the fire. So Jane is today's reading. Jane starts on page 291 of your collections textbook right there. You can click here where it says click here for the e-textbook. You can click here, the second one, the second link that gives you a PDF of the same material. I apologize if there's a rattle in the video. I know it happens. I can just barely hear something. It picks it up on the microphone and makes it distracting, I know. So I'll go fast. After you finish Jane, you can review what pronouns are. If you don't remember what pronouns are, click here. It's a 3 or 4 minute video maybe that talks about pronouns and antecedents. It's all review stuff. These last 4 weeks, we're just going to hit some topic that we've already talked about, most likely, just to review it. That was on the books for the plan, whether we're together or not. So Wednesday, April 22nd, that is Navy Day or Blue Day. It's not our day to meet. You can read through those reminders. The reader's response is due in 4 weeks, so please make sure that whatever book you've selected, you read it and you follow the reader's response template. Produce that writing for me, that response, the essay, informal essay, and submit it whenever you like, okay? By the 15th of May, though. That's the last day of our school. Quizlet, click on Quizlet, you can look at list 5B. I figured that's kind of where we're at, and some of you like to do that stuff, you like playing the games, you're welcome to do that. I don't think we'll have quizzes over those things, but it's something that you can do if you like. And then here's a video about the aftermath of the Triangle Factory fire and how some people remember the people that died today. It's interesting. It's something we would have watched had we been given class. Friday, April 24th, you're going to read the 3rd and last of the Uprising stories, and this is called Bella. The story is Bella. It's the shortest of the 3. I believe that Yetta and Jane both start before the fire happens, and then it takes you into the fire. And I think that Bella is the fire has already started. Like the entire story or the entirety of Bella's story, the fire is raging on. So the whole point is to think about different perspectives, describing the same event from different floors. I'm pretty sure that Yetta was on 7, where the cutters were, and then Jane, Monday's story, she doesn't work in a factory, but she works for the owner, one of the owners. And so she starts on floor 10, which is where the offices are for the owner and his partner. And then eventually she goes down to 9. I think it's 8, 9, 10. So that means Yetta would have been on 8. And then you get 10 and 9 with Jane's story. And then Bella, you get, I think the rattle went away. Good job. And then I think you get 9, and then how Bella escapes in her story. So this story starts on page 299. Again, use your click here's to get to the story. When you're finished, there's a click here to answer a few questions. It's a response, just like last week's Triangle Factory Fire response. Same kind of thing. 3 or 4 questions, not that hard, but if you do struggle, you can email and ask. It's not a big deal. All right, that is due on Monday, April 27th, so a week from today. So the thinking is this. This is something that you should be able to read and complete the response questions in 20 to 30 minutes. I think we're supposed to keep things around 30 minutes. You should be able to do that. However, if you need the extra time, you have the weekend, and then you have Monday if you want to. And then submit it. Make sure you submit it by Monday, and I'll get those grades in. The last thing on here is an IXL review for pronouns, for vague pronoun reference. So again, over the next 4 weeks, we'll just try to give you something, one kind of concept to review for the week, whether it's we meet 2 days or 1 day, doesn't matter. For this week, it's pronouns. The idea of vague pronoun reference, if you click on IXL, and you'll probably recognize this, is sometimes we use pronouns in a sentence, but it's difficult to understand who that pronoun is referring to. So that's what's called a vague pronoun reference. So in this example, Miss Bowman asked her daughter to chop the celery, but she couldn't find the knife. Well, this is the answer. I'm not going to click on it, but this is the answer because Miss Bowman and her daughter are both mentioned, but then the second half of the sentence, but she couldn't find the knife, who's that talking about? We don't know if it's Miss Bowman or it's her daughter. So that's an example of a vague pronoun reference. And that's basically it. If you have questions about anything, make sure you ask. Always refer back to this RL assignment page for the current week. If you don't know what week we're on, just click on the RL assignment pages and find the date. Find today's date. So again, this is Monday, April 20th. If you have questions, ask. It's been great talking to some of you that have been emailing. It's been great to have some interaction through the narrative comments. That's been good. I hope things are going well for everyone. I hope you're healthy. Hope you're not too bored. I'm bored. I know you got to be bored too. Hopefully the school stuff will make life a little more normal for you though. So if you have questions, ask, email me, and until next week, have a good one.